seeing the massive ancient horned dragon open its gaping jaws. The soldiers knew death was certain, and immediately threw all the bombs in their hands. But after the violent explosion, the horned dragon's thick skin and flesh barely suffered any damage. The captain, seeing this, quickly opened fire to suppress it, while signaling everyone to retreat and find cover. Just as the horned dragon roared and lunged again, at this critical moment, a bounty hunter suddenly made his move. An arrow wrapped with explosives whistled through the air. Although it still couldn't cause substantial damage to the horned dragon, his effective containment successfully bought time for Alice and the others to hide in a cave. However, the massive horned dragon's body was too bulky. Even breaking off its own horns still couldn't succeed. Finally, could only roar in anger and retreat back to the desert in defeat. But just when everyone thought the crisis was temporarily resolved, who would have thought an even more terrifying presence was disturbed? Fortunately, their companion reacted quickly, immediately aiming the sniper rifle at its eyes. Combined with suppressing fire, they managed to force the spider back. But when they rushed over to treat the unconscious Alice, a team member discovered more spiders were swarming from all directions. Facing the overwhelming swarm of insects, everyone could only abandon the rescue. Escaping was the priority. However, they hadn't run far when a teammate was instantly wrapped in spider silk, dragged into midair, and died on the spot with screams. At this time, Alice in the cave gradually regained consciousness. Hearing her teammates' agonizing screams, she was about to get up to provide support when a giant spider descended from above, knocking her unconscious again. When she woke up again, she found herself dragged into the spider's nest. All her teammates were hanging in cocoon webs, without any signs of life. In this critical situation, Alice immediately pulled out an oxygen canister. Taking advantage of the gap while the spider was engulfed in flames, desperately rushed toward the cave entrance. Fortunately, spiders naturally fear sunlight. She barely escaped with her life. Soon the lone Alice stumbled upon the bounty hunter's base. To show she had no ill intentions, she voluntarily handed over her weapon, even pulled out the only chocolate she had. The hunter was thrilled after tasting it. He had never seen such delicacy, so he also gave back scarce water in return. Just like that, the two formed a temporary alliance, although they couldn't speak each other's language. Through simple gestures, they discovered their destination was that area shrouded by thunderclouds. However, they first had to deal with the horned dragon in the desert. Alice suggested using a rocket launcher, but the hunter had a more clever method, which was to use her as bait. Alice stood at the cave entrance singing loudly, successfully attracting the poisonous spider. Then she ran frantically, leading the spider toward the preset trap. In a flash, the spider was tightly caught in the rope snare. The hunter seized the opportunity to descend from above. His blade flashed, severing its head, then precisely cut off the poison stinger. They grabbed the spoils and quickly retreated.
Next time, your bait!
After a night's rest, the next morning, the hunter began preparing dragon-slaying equipment. He wrapped the spider's poison stinger around an arrow, then secured it firmly with rope. Just like that, an arrow laced with deadly poison was born, and their dragon-slaying plan